isn't actually. When it comes to the conversation about what is truth, quantity and quality are thrown away. And all that's left is this desire. And it's the desire to exist. But really, existence is desire. It's desire to be. Is. And then you get into quantity and quality. What is this? Well, there's a head, quality, eyes, quality, there's emotions, qualities. So is extrapolated and divided and organized and categorized along many different spectrums and degrees of quality and quantity. I mean, the person who talks about unconditional love, would be knocking on hospital doors saying, does anyone need an extra kidney? Because I have one. The unconditional love would destroy what looks like a safe and personal life. So it's a very beautiful idea. But no one's required to live up to that expectation. There's no one in charge. There's no invisible lifeguard watching over the gene pool. There's no authority anywhere. There's no final test. There's no final grade. There's no judgment day. No one's in charge. So what you feel love is exactly what it is for you. And if somebody says, you have unconditional, I've never met someone who has unconditional love. Because they own a car, they have a house, all the resources going towards maintaining their life could be used for others. And, even if it's one day, you walk out the door and you give away all the money and you give away all the rent and you give away all the food and you give away all the clothes. Just that one day of saying, you know what, I'm going to actually unconditionally love. Papa G's book, The Truth Is. When the agony of the search is that the truth is looking for the truth. And it's looking for it in objects that have quality and quantity. The desire to find the truth has to be exhausted through all of the quantities and qualities of objects that appear. Emotions, dreams, experiences of states, all of that has qualities and quantities. That whole search is exhausting, and it has to be exhausted. Because the last thing, all of trying to find the truth in quality and quantity of objects, the last thing that remains is the truth. And the truth was looking for the truth. But it's an energetic process. That exhaustion is not, I'm exhausted. Yes. Thanks for your time.
In the Orthodox Church, the tradition is to light a candle when you come into the church. And sometimes people light 2 or 3, and the candles are considered to be an offering, and they burn up as sort of a symbolic sacrifice. Our candle maker is a young man named Peter.
I've been coming to St. Michael's Gate for about 4 years now. I drive down to the monastery on weekends and holidays and work about 15 hours a day. A few weeks ago I ended up working for 24 hours straight. That's what the work can do to you. It's meditative and the silence really cleanses the soul. We buy our wax in shipments of generally a few tons from a bee farmer in Colorado and store it at the monastery until we melt it down. Night and day the vats must always remain 175 degrees, which keeps the room very hot. It's important to understand that these candles are not used for mere decoration, but they have a very sacred meaning and use in the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Ja,